So I've been without the internet for a week, and we finally got it back, and I'm kind of on a internet overload right now, so I decided to make a YouTube video. And you can't tell, but I'm in Thad and Joe's new apartment, and the one big difference is that it's it's in the same complex. It's on the second floor, though, instead of the first, because the first floor, the flooring that they had peeled, and Cedric would eat it. So anyways, the new floor, though, is what's it called? Some fake vinyl hardwood. So it looks pretty awesome. And then the bathroom has this fake tile, which looks really pretty realistic. So I'm really excited because it's going to be my apartment next year, so I'd rather have a good one than a bad. And also, there's a balcony, so the dogs get to go out there and stalk the construction workers, because the apartment complex still is so new that they're not done building it yet. But that's good, it keeps Kira entertained. And, let's see. Oh, this is the main reason I wanted to make a vlog, is that I found out that apparently lots of guys like Twilight. And so I was blown away. So here's the story. I was in my lab, my bio lab, and I don't remember how Twilight came up. But anyways, it came up, and I was like, oh, no, I know how it came up. Okay. There's this one guy that I know, and then this one girl in my lab happens to know him too. And so, we were talking about him, and then I was like, not to sound rude, but is he gay? I think he is. And she's like, I don't know, I think he is too, but he says he's not. And so, I brought up Cody Smith, who I'm sure many of you will remember. And I was like, yeah, and another thing that I think makes him, just gives away the fact that he's gay, is that he really likes the Twilight books. And she's like, really? I know a lot of guys that like Twilight. Then she turns to this one guy who's in our lab as well and says, you like Twilight, don't you? And he's like, yeah, I love Twilight. I read them all. I was like, whoa. And this guy's not gay. I mean, you can just tell. And this lighting sucks. So anyways, crazy. I didn't know that. And then the next day, the girl, when we had that conversation, she said she liked the book Breaking Dawn. And so the next day I was trying to make small talk. And I was like, ugh, I don't know how you like Breaking Dawn. Can you explain it to me? I think that book sucked. And I was actually a bit nicer than that. But the guy got involved in the conversation too. And I was like, how about the fact that Jacob imprinted on Renesmee? And he's like, oh, I like that. I'm a Jacob guy. And I was like, you're a Jacob guy? Like, I tried so hard not to laugh, but I had this huge smile on my face, because I've never heard anyone refer to themselves as any kind of Twilight guy, except for Cody. And I'm really whited out right now, but yet again, it is better than my zits. So today was an off day. I don't know why, it was off. Probably started off with the fact that I realized I had this quiz in a class that it was over a book that I haven't started reading, and so, but it's a ridiculous class. I hate the class more than anything. So anyways, I went to my first class, and I was like, I don't really want to go to that class, the next one, and so I went to have some lunch, and then I was done with lunch, and I went back to Thad's apartment, and then I had to go to Moscow to, get a line for Cedric, because we're going to visit his family in Missoula this weekend. They don't have a fenced backyard, so I need a line to tie him up to things. And so I went to their pet store there. But on my way there, I drove past this bus stop, and then I saw my TA for my astronomy lab. And I was like, oh, that's my TA for my astronomy lab. Then, like, 10 seconds down the road, I was like, shit, my astronomy lab is today! It's in 13 minutes! And so I had to turn back around and go to Thad's apartment, because I left my parking pass in his car. And, so I did that. I drove back and parked in the parking lot, and I have a cheap parking pass, so I park really far away from anywhere I need to go. And so I was running there, and then this one guy who was in my lab was at the door, and I was like, oh, you're late too, thank goodness. And he's like, well, actually it starts at 2:10. So I was like, ugh. So I was actually a little bit early, and that was just a nice surprise. So I thought it was really funny that I would have never known. I would have just totally forgotten about my lab had it not been for seeing my TA at the bus stop. Have I ever showed you Thad's bikes? I just realized they're in the background. The blue and white one. I don't remember how much that one cost, but I think it was well over $2,000. He got hit by a car, and that's what he bought with the money the insurance gave him. It wasn't really that bad of a hit. It was just the girl just didn't see him, and she kind of bumped into him on his bike. I mean, he had some bruises and stuff, but he got, like, I don't know, a ton of money for getting hit by a car. I've considered doing it, but I don't think I'll come out as lucky as he did. And a lot of people give plasma here. Like, they take out your blood and take out your plasma, which I don't know what that is, but I cannot give blood, let alone give plasma, and then have the blood put back into you after they take your plasma. So, but you get like 30 to 40 bucks each time, and that'd be quite nice. But for some reason, just the fact that they take your blood out and then take the good stuff out of your blood and then give it back to you, I don't think that's worth any amount of money, because it sounds questionable. And so I haven't given plasma yet, but I am looking for a job, because despite what everyone says, freshmen have a lot of time on their hands, especially me. So that's really all I have to share. My life isn't too exciting, but you know, there's some fun stuff going on. And also, it kind of makes me sad that our whole Yarbookers died, because I started watching 5 Awesome Girls in my spare time, because I have a lot of it, and I want to be like them. And I think that you guys and we all have the good setup for it. And where's Jamie's video? She's been talking about it. Well, she mentioned it like a month ago, and I haven't seen it yet, so that's kind of annoying. But anyway, so everyone should get on making videos, because they're fun, and I want to be as awesome as 5 Awesome Girls. But I'm sure it'll never happen, but we can try.